Hello everybody, how are you doing? I hope you're all well and you had a great weekend and a great week last week. Today we are doing a pick a card reading. You can pick more than one card if you want to, or you can just pick one. Totally up to you, boo. You do you. We have the hyena as pole number 1. We have the fox as pole number 2. And then we have the crow as pole number 3. And if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Jesus, get my teeth in. And my Instagram page where I do daily readings. So let's get stuck into pile number 1. What is happening for pile number 1? Pile number 1, I feel like there's like this energy in the air. There's 2 messages that are coming through. One, you could be surrounded by a pack of hyenas, taking the piss, like not taking you seriously, making you feel some type of way. But the other message that's coming through stronger is that you're not taking yourself seriously and it's time to get serious. It's time to look at yourself, what role you play in the world. Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy with where you're going? Or just time to get serious on you, serious on your health, just serious on everything. If you are surrounded by a hyena type person or persons, it's time to reevaluate that connection with that person. You shouldn't be having people surrounding you who make you feel like you ain't shit. Okay? I'm just saying. Let's see what else is happening. Sorry, you can't see. I'm in a difficult setup today. You can't see. I'm here. I'm just going to shuffle the camera. Yeah. This hyena energy is really like sticking. It's not it. It's not the one. We have the Ten of Swords. I'm not surprised. Oh damn, okay. Shit. This is definitely around a connection. Look at me just jacking up everything. This is definitely around a connection. Pile number 1. This person that you're in a relationship with definitely is not taking you seriously. But at the same time, it's almost like, are you even taking yourself seriously? Because if you have boundaries and if you respect yourself, people ain't going to come at you like this because they can't. So it's time to really like look at yourself, look at your boundaries, look at what you want and where you want to be. And then really ask yourself, is this the relationship for you? Is this the relationship for you? You've got some serious choices here with the Chariot card as well. You're being pulled in 2 different directions. Should I, shouldn't I? And then you have the Ten of Swords over here. It's like 2 things are going to happen. You're either going to step into who you are and take yourself seriously and set boundaries and say, listen, dude or dudette, this is what I want. If you can't bring it, then we need to end it and I need to move on and I need to find someone who can give me what I need and what I want. It feels like you constantly bend and be flexible for everybody but yourself. Like you're constantly bending and, accommodating everybody else. But because you're doing that, nobody is taking you seriously. Sometimes you need to be firm and rigid, to get where you need to be. It's just how it is. So there's either going to be an ending in a relationship. There's going to be a new beginning in a relationship if you want to make it work and they do decide to take you seriously. There's going to be like a renewal. Hopefully it stays that way because they say give it 3 weeks. And then after 3 weeks, usually that person can't, keep up the game anymore. So just saying, set yourself a time limit if you decide to give this relationship a chance. Give yourself a time limit. If you don't Keep it to yourself though. Don't be telling these people like you've got 3 months, because they'll be good for 3 months, and then when that 3 months is over, then they'll just revert back. So give yourself, in your mind, in your peace and quiet, a time limit. And if the relationship hasn't improved or remained stable, then it might just be time to like move on. For some of you, this could be a long distance relationship as well with this Chariot card, and you're maybe contemplating whether this is going to work because of the distance. Like, are you willing to pack up everything and leave and go and move over to their sides, or are they willing to pack up and move over to your sides? It feels like they might not be willing to move over to your sides, which is interesting in itself, because I know for a fact you'll probably pack up all your stuff, give up everything that you've ever worked hard for to go and be with them, but it feels like they wouldn't do the same for you. It's time for you to take control again, get back in the driver's seat, and really figure out what it is you want in the connections that you have with people. You really need to understand yourself and what you need and what you want when it comes to relationships. Even just the relationship with yourself. You've got to look at how you are with you. Do you respect yourself? Do you take yourself seriously? You know, it all starts with you. So pile number 1, let me know if that resonates with you in the comment section below. Let's see what's happening with pile number 2, which is the Fox. Pile number 2, there's this energy of having to be, or you've been in this survival mode, and it's like give yourself a break, because you don't have to be in survival mode anymore. The survival period is like over. Like, start living your life fully now. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to hit the camera there. There's definitely a lot in pile number 2 for like your confidence, and there might be a lot of self-doubt and low self-worth issues for pile number 2. But there's this whole energy of survival, and that's great when you needed to survive. But when you look at the world around you, yeah, it's kind of a bit mad at the moment, but the survival mode is over. Like, just it's really time to start living. It's really time to start being present. Being present and being practical is what I'm hearing. Sorry, I'm shuffling off camera because my setup today ain't it. This is very all over the place. Anyway. Yeah, I keep hearing pole number 2 that survival mode is over. And let's just look at this animal for a second, the fox. Doesn't it look majestic? Yeah. Like, look at this fox and then look at yourself and see the similarities in the fact that you're very majestic. You probably have really distinctive eyes and features, and I feel like you could attract a lot of people, but people might only see you like on the surface, or like you're pretty or you're handsome and this and that, but it's like you want something deeper, but the deepness just ain't there yet. But it's like you always have to come back to yourself. Like, why? What is it that we're radiating that only leaves things at surface level? I'm just messing up this whole thing. Yeah, pole number 2 of this. Hold on a second. Let me make this so you can see it, because I hate mess. So this Queen of Wands is like, remember what I was just saying about looking majestic and looking a certain way and people being really attracted to you because you're very magnetic and majestic, and people can't help but look at you or notice your energy when you step into a room? Yeah. Do you realize who you are and what energy you hold? It really is time to step out of that survival mode. You have the Three of Pentacles here, and this is telling me that you have a solid foundation. Like, you've done all the work that needed to be done when it comes to that level. You're good. You know how to survive. The world is like, honey, it's time to, like, you put these two energies together right here. Like, it's time to show up in the world. Get out of hiding mode. Get out of survival mode. And really just bring yourself to the world now. It's as simple as that, pile number 2. Stepping out into the world again. Your little hermit phase or your little survival mode. I'll say little, listen. Coming from a person that loves survival mode. The period is over. It's time to show up in the world. It's time to get out of that comfort zone. It's time to realize that everything you've done, everything you've been through, like, you've done the basic of the basic. This Three of Pentacles here is telling us that the foundation work is set. People are starting to realize who you are and what you're capable of, and if it's around work and stuff, they're starting to see that they're starting to notice your work. People like your work. Have more confidence in yourself. Believe in yourself. Because this Queen of Wands, she ain't playing. You see her sitting on that, like, yeah, she ain't playing. That throne, she built it. She built it from the ground up, which is why she can sit there like she is, royal as fuck, enjoying what she created. You have the skills. You have the looks. Not that, like, looks is anything, but I feel like it comes into it somehow. Maybe you're not confident in how you look or how you are or whatever. Pile number 2 is definitely, listen, I'm going to keep repeating myself. It's time to get out of survival mode and show up in the world. You've set the foundation. It's okay to start living now. Get out of just existing and start living. Show up. Show people that you're more than a pretty face, okay? People are going to notice your work. They enjoy your work. So be confident in that, because you created it. You created what you created, and people like what you created. So stop the self-doubt and step into that confidence. I know it's easier said than done, but listen, you have to break the cycle, and the only person that can break that cycle is you. So when you start thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, or my work is shit, or whatever it is you want to tell yourself, those stories, remember all the people that said, wow, I love what you've done there. Wow, that's really amazing that you did that. Pat your damn self on the back, okay? Pile number 2. Bring yourself to the world, because we're waiting. Just saying. Love you, okay? Let's see what's happening. Look at me just dipping out before I get, like, bitch slapped. Stepping into pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3, we have the Crow. And interesting, because the main message I'm hearing is I'm watching you. And now we can take that very literally and very, like, practically, like in the earth sense of maybe you've got a secret admirer and they're just watching you non-stop. But on a spiritual level, this could be like ancestors. Maybe you've been wondering about someone that's passed over, and if they hear you and your prayers, or if you're really connecting with them, then yes, you are, because the Crow is here to say, I see you. We're connected. The Crow, for me personally, is a very spiritual creature. It's very well known for the woo-woo witchy stuff, you know. So it feels like pile number 3, if you're worried about, if you're trying to communicate with someone on the other side. They do hear you. Like you're protected. They hear. It's like I'm just hearing you're protected, and they hear you. And on a very practical sense, yeah, you could have a secret admirer that's like stalking your ass. That's fine. I mean, it's not of no use, because what can you do with a stalker? You know, what can you do with someone that's constantly just watching you? Like, cool, bro. You know, but now what? Step up or sit down, motherfucker. Pole number 3, I do sense like a new level of awareness for you guys too. Okay, Page City. Yeah, this is definitely like a new level of awareness for pole number 3. You don't really quite understand it yet because it's new. You didn't realize that you had these capabilities, or maybe you did, and maybe just for the longest time you just shut them off. But the High Priestess is like, you can run, but you cannot hide. Okay? And the more you resist these gifts and these, I call them gifts, whatever you want to label it that way, boo. But they're yours. And you're being called to start using them. On the other hand, we have the Page of Swords here, which confirms the fact that you may have a stalker. Not like a literal stalker, like someone that's like turning up at your house and trying to, like, you know, but social media, like someone's checking up on your WhatsApp pictures or your Instagrams or Facebooks or TikToks or whatever. You're being watched by this person. They really do admire you. But the problem is, that's no good. It's nice to be admired and it's nice to be watched and stuff, but what are you going to do about it? Are you just going to keep watching me? Because if you keep watching, I don't know. You know, if you want me to know that you're watching me, then you need to make it obvious, you know, like that. Anyway. I'm just, yeah, whatever. The High Priestess, she is saying that maybe this person does come out of the woodworks and say, listen, I've been watching you, a la 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 la. You know that song? I can't even remember who sings it. My nan used to sing it all the time. A la 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 la. I've been watching you. Who sings that? Anyway, they're going to come forward and be like, yeah, I see you. I really admire you and your work and whatever else. And, you know, like, here I am. You know, like, they're going to make it known that they like you. Yeah. 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 I feel like I'm just going to leave it there because I don't feel like there's anything else to add. But embrace these new gifts, embrace this new vision. If you are trying to connect to someone or your ancestors on the other side, they do hear you, they do hear your prayers, they do see you. As far as like here and now, you do have a secret admirer. They are watching you, they are checking up on you. So yeah, they may come forward and tell you how they feel. They might not. I feel like they will though. They might make themselves known and they might hint. But we don't do hints. We're grown. We do, what are you saying, boo? What time is it? You know, like that. Anyway, moving on. Pile number 3, let me know if that resonates for you in the comment section below. And I hope to catch you all in my next video. Bye.